If you ever find yourself stuck in the middle of the sea, I'll sail the world to find you. If you ever find yourself lost in the dark and you can't see, I'll be the light to guide you. Find out what we're made of when we are called to help our friends in need. You can count on me like 1, 2, 3, I'll be there.
My name is Cam Hipp, class of 2002, and I was lucky enough to have Mrs. Brown as my teacher for 4 years. Not only did we learn to put salt and plastic wrap on our watercolor paintings in Mrs. Brown's class, but she taught us to see the world differently. Always see the humor in things. Value your friends and your family. Never let a bad day get you down. And when in doubt, watch a Disney movie. Today, not only am I a teacher, but I am the teacher I am because of Mrs. Brown. Thank you for everything.
When I think of Maria Brown, I think of so many wonderful memories. One of my most cherished memories was when she took us to Kearney. I was actually really sick at the time and I spent all night one night coughing. I'm really surprised I didn't wake any of the other students up. But Maria stayed up all night with me and took care of me. Looking back, I feel bad she did that, but it just goes to show how not only caring she was as a teacher, but how loving she is as a human being. Thank you, Maria, for always taking care of me as a student, for encouraging me to be an artist, for giving me so many fun memories, and for being an inspiration of strength. This is Vicky D sending you her love now and forever.
Hi, Miss Pizzani. I know you haven't Miss Pizzani for quite some time now, but that's who you are to me, so I hope you won't mind me calling you that. I want to take this time. I know a lot of people are sending you videos, a lot of people are sending you clips. I just want to say, I sincerely want to just say thank you so much. It's going to sound a little odd, but not only to you, but to your family, to your friends, to anyone who's influenced you, anything that has shaped the person you've become. I'm thankful because all of that has been passed down to so many people. You know, it's one thing for a teacher to influence an individual's life and help them grow, but then when you are impacting a full community, there's a lot of weight in that, and it's something you carried very well, with a lot of dignity and a lot of grace, and you taught us all about respecting one another, and why it's so important to do things in a particular way. And I think that all of us are tremendously grateful for that. I know I personally am. I owe a lot of the life that I live today to lessons that I learned early on in Canada, lessons that you helped impart, other teachers, my parents, but you in particular, you took a lot of, you just took a lot of care. I mean, I don't know how else to say it. You cared. And I love you for it. I think everybody who is sending you this video is doing so with love. I wish there was a particularly relevant anecdote I could tell you about something you've said that's impacted me, but all I can think about is for some reason last week some guy asked me about drawbridges and I'm like, hey, I learned about that in Mrs. Pizzani's class. But thank you so much. Thank you for everything. I'm tremendously grateful. And I just want you to know that not only me, but everyone around, we have nothing but the wish for your happiness. That's all we want. You should be happy. Your family should be happy. And anything that we can do to help accommodate that, you better believe that we will. Thank you so much. Love you.
It's Jordan. You were my first teacher when I moved to Canada. It was a big and scary change for me, and you made me feel very much at home and very welcome. And I'll always be very grateful for that. Thank you for being such a great teacher.
Hi! So my favorite memory of you is when you cast me as the Wicked Witch in our production of The Wizard of Oz. And I remember sitting in the staff room and you're putting on my green makeup, you and Mona. And Mona's helping me work on my cackle because I was really nervous. I was really shy. So thank you for giving me that chance. Otherwise I would have never joined drama in high school and helped get over a lot of my shyness. And I will always remember you reading Tales of Fourth Grade Nothing with voices, because I read to my daughters every night and I use voices when I read them the stories, and they love it. So thank you. I will always be grateful for everything that you've taught us. It has helped me become a great teacher, and we talk about you. I talk about you with my students all the time, and you're one of the biggest inspirations for me going this route for my future. So thank you. Love you.
Duncan here. I'm at a complete loss for words. Thank you for being such an amazing teacher and putting up with all of us for 4 years of elementary school. Your passion for education has inspired myself and many others to follow in your footsteps. We'll always remember you.
Hey Mrs. Brown, it's Nicole. I just wanted to let you know that you're in my thoughts and my prayers, and the Bowie family loves you.
Hi, this is Sophia, and this is my daughter Ellen. Hi! You taught me grade 4 in 1996, and my favorite memory is when you were teaching us the speech arts unit, and you were showing us how to be exciting public speakers. So you used the example of a speech about spiders. At first you started off just, saying the facts in a really boring way, and then you showed us example 2 of stomping a pretend spider, and then starting out in a really, exaggerated way and with a lot of enthusiasm, telling us all about spiders in an engaging way. And that lesson carried through for me. I always enjoyed English. I ended up doing a master's in English, and anytime I help my nieces and nephews, I always use a similar example. And one day I hope to use that kind of example with Elowen too.
Hey Mrs. Brown, it's Sudarshan. I hope you're feeling well. I just wanted to thank you for everything that you did for us growing up in elementary school, being the best teacher. I lost touch with everybody, but recently just started talking to them, and I found out about everything. Just wanted to let you know, just hold it in there. And I also wanted to introduce you to my fiance, Kavita. We're gonna be getting married next year, and she's a teacher as well. So I just wanted to introduce you to her as well. I will try to come by and see you as soon as I can. Thank you.
Hi Mrs. Brown, just want to leave you a quick message. First of all, I would love to send you all of the strength and support that you need right now. You have been such a trooper so far. As well, I just want to thank you for the 4 years of fun that we were all able to have with you. I've been asked many times in my career, especially during interviews, what it was that inspired me or why I chose to become a teacher, and you have always been a part of that answer. So I would love to thank you for that and for all of the support and friendship that you've given since. I know that when I first started my teaching career, you provided me with a lot of art activities that I was then able to share with my students. When I look back, it's kind of crazy how many, how much of your life we've sort of been along for. I remember you announcing when you were pregnant or when you were about to get married, coming to your wedding, and just many other little get-togethers since then. Cheers.
Hi Mrs. Brown, I just wanted to say a quick hello and wanted to tell you that some of the best memories in elementary school were when you were my teacher. I loved all the arts and crafts that we did. I loved all the singing and choir that you taught us, and just how you were able to teach us in such a different way than the norm. I hope to do the same with my students, and you've inspired me as a teacher, and I hope that my kids will come out of school thinking back to my lessons as well as I have with you. I just wanted to say that, and again, what a great role model you are to so many different people.
I had the pleasure of being taught by Miss Pisani, or aka Mrs. Brown, for about 4 years of my life at St. Andrews Public School. She was my favorite teacher. So I apologize to any other teacher from St. Andrews that may be watching this right now, but it's the truth. I've had a plethora of memories with her, from track and field to art class to choir to volleyball, even Wizard of Oz play in grade 7. The list just goes on and on, but I think one memory I want to talk about today is the first time I came in first place at the cross-country meet at Thompson Park. I'd been training every morning, every recess, running around that field behind St. Andrews. And every time you do a lap, you get this hole punch in a card, and then once you get 50 laps, you switch to the next color card. And Mrs. Brown actually let me pick whatever color would come next because, I ran so many laps. But the day of the race, the gun, pow, goes off. I sprint as fast as I can to try to get to the front of the line, or front of the pack. And, all I hear in the background the whole time is Mrs. Brown screaming, "Go, go, go, go!" I run around that hydro field and I take my lead. Once I get to that pathway where it's the exit out of the hydro field, there she was again. And she was screaming like, "Great job, keep it up, I'll see you at the finish line." So I run through that pathway, I run around that baseball diamond, and I see that finish line. And who do I see right on that line? Mrs. Brown again. Once I cross that line, she gives me the biggest hug, and she's just like, "I knew you could do it. You've been training so hard. I knew you were going to win by a long shot." And, that just sums up my memory of Mrs. Brown. She was there for me every step of the way, and she believed in me. And that wasn't just for cross country or, any other sport. It was in general. As a person, on the whole, she believed in me. Before I left for high school, she took me aside and she told me, "You have a gift." She said, "You excel at everything that you put your mind to because you put your whole heart into it." She was the first person to tell me that I could achieve anything, that I could be whatever I wanted to be as long as I put my heart into it. And those are very, very powerful words, growing up. And I have never forgot them. And now look at me. Like today, here I am, working on a PhD, doing scientific research. So, Mrs. Brown, if you're watching this, I just want to say thank you for helping me be this person that I am today. You have no idea how much you've contributed to my life and who I am. And to your family and friends, I hope that me sharing my story with you has shown you how much of an impact that she's had on her students and how she will continue to live on within us all. Thank you.
I'm Mrs. Brown. Thanks for being such an awesome volleyball coach. I really had fun this year. Hopefully you can come and teach me next year.
Thanks for being such an awesome teacher and for all the great art classes. I still have all my art projects stored away.
I can do this in 3 languages. Hi Maria, I love you. Ciao Maria, ti amo. Zdravo Maria, te sa.
Hi Mrs. Brown, it's Serena here. Just wanted to say hi and that I'm thinking of you, and there's probably not a day that I don't really think about you because of all the amazing memories you gave me and all my friends and the constant amount of prep work I do for my future classes, because I always know that I want to bring a lot of the things that you did with us into my future classes as well. I think it's really telling that a lot of us did become teachers because of you. I hope you know that. The 6, 8, 2 billion people that were your students that are now teachers is probably because of you. And I know for me, for sure, you were one of the main reasons on my applications to Teacher College of why I wanted to become a teacher. You always made learning so much fun, from, trying to get that A on that test and getting one of those holographic stickers, or learning a new big word in the classroom to use in everyday life, like perturbed or myriad. I even loved the spelling tests that you used to do with us, and just to tell us what grade level we were spelling at. Mind you, my spelling was never very great. I'm Chinese, and English is my second language. Can I still use that excuse? I even loved cal aerobics in our classroom. It was very mindful of what we were doing in classroom. math in the staff room, giving you heart attacks on the volleyball court, going to those singing competitions and learning those pretty bomb-ass songs, and you reading us Fudgemania, or I'm pretty sure there's one time you took us to the movie theaters and we watched Big Mama's House, which, come to think of it, I can't really see what the curriculum expectation was, but I'm still grateful and thankful for those memories. Actually dug up some photographs that I think would be really fun too here when we did that Christmas play before, when we still could celebrate Christmas. But yes, our favorite competition memory, even when we got that CD out of it too. Look at you in your famous red skirt suits. Thank you. These memories are also really great. Thank you for giving me these opportunities to sing. I don't know why you thought I was a good singer, because I'm not, but you put me up there on stage and I absolutely love the spotlights. Midsummer's Night Dream, I know we did a lot of plays. Wizard of Oz was one of them too, but I really love this one too, but don't have a picture of me as a scarecrow in Wizard of Oz. Just keep going, like here's us at grade 8 graduation. And who could remember that you were pregnant with Katrina? Nice baby bump there. And you know, like our friendship never stopped after grade 8. It's always progressed, and we see each other every single year. And I think this is one of the first years that we started hanging out, and I will never forget it. I love you so much, and words cannot describe just how much I love you.
All those things I shouldn't do, but you dance, dance, dance. And ain't nobody leaving soon, so keep dancing. I can't stop the feeling, so just dance.